For those that don't know me, I'm Catalina, the CEO and co-founder of LoanSense. We help people manage their student loans, reduce their payments, improve their DTI, and close on a home. I want to make this video about what the impact on loan forgiveness will be in terms of buying a home. I've read a lot of conflicting articles online. I will state what those articles said, as well as what our expertise and our product and service to help people, what it's saying about the potential of the loan forgiveness to impact DTI and ability to close on a home. There is a lot of tangible direct impact, and there's also a lot of psychological impact to borrowers. And I think the psychological aspect is often diminished, and people just like to look at numbers. But remember, buying a home is the largest purchase, and it's very psychological for most people. So the fact that you have less loans to pay, federal debt to pay, there's also a psychological impact. So let's talk about the real and the psychological impact. But the articles I've read online, including the Housing Wire articles, state that there's a negligible impact because $10,000 is fairly little, and it impacts the 20 million people who get their debt completely eliminated fairly little. But that's not how, if you understand, so let me explain. If you're a loan officer, you understand DTI, right? So obviously, if we're looking at the principal balance going down by 10,000, that is, 1% or 0.5%. That's fairly low. That's $100 or $50. Okay, that's a negligible impact. I get that. But Biden's also releasing a new repayment program that is cutting people's payments in less than half of their monthly payment. So the White House press released an article of average Americans, nurses, teachers, if they got into this new repayment program, their payments would go from like 200 or high 100 something down to like $50, or it would go from like 400 to 500 down to like 100, so that on the DTI has a much greater impact once people get kicked into repayment past December 31st. Okay, so if we look up straight like 10,000 of forgiveness, what's the impact? That may be relatively low from a pure numbers perspective, but let's remember again that buying a home and your finances are also very psychological. So if you go from having, let's say you have 25,000 of debt, you get 20,000 canceled because you're a Pell Grant recipient from undergrad, and you only have 5,000 to pay, you are psychologically feeling much more ready for that next financial step than if you continue to have that $25,000 of debt, right? Another thing the new forgiveness program will do under Biden's administrative rule for this new program is that interest that is accumulating until forgiveness will no longer be a thing. You will get the interest canceled. I don't know if it's going to be year over year, month over month. So there won't be a growing balance, which was happening with the old program. So let's say someone is on the pathway to get their loans forgiven in 120 payments. They're on payment 111. They still technically will show on their principal balance when they try to go apply for a mortgage. They will show that balance, even though it will be forgiven in like less than 20 payments, right? But psychologically, having that balance impacts and affects you because you still have that on your credit report. You still have that in the back of your mind. Now with this new loan program, if people stay in good standing in the program, they will get their debt canceled year over year or month over month. They still have to release the details of the program. And psychologically, that really helps borrowers be able to feel, wow, I can afford now to buy a house. And so the psychological aspect of readiness to buy is also a huge thing. What lenders can do to set themselves apart is really give answers to consumers who not just give answers, but give information to consumers who may not be fully aware that loan forgiveness is a thing. But if you pull credit and see student loans, hey, do you know you can get your student loans 10 to 20,000 forgiven? Have you applied? Because 35 million people have to apply before December end of December of 2023, which is in a year and a few months. So as a loan officer, as a lender, we can be spreading this information so people can benefit from the 10 to 20,000 of forgiveness. And as a result, I mean, who will they credit for that? They will credit you, right? So if they don't know how to go about that, LoanSense will automate filing those forgiveness applications. The application will come out in October. So if we can help your consumer understand how to file the paperwork, what to file, the impacts. Some states will tax this forgiveness. The federal government will not. We can answer all those questions. We can be extension of your lending arm. We're signing up limited number of lenders right now to be referral partners in this time. We have referral partner program, as well as obviously we have direct data share agreements with lenders as well, so that they can systematically and contingently pre-approve borrowers for a higher loan amount based on analysis right from when the application comes in. So if you're interested in learning more about that, please contact our lead sales, senior lead sales person, Scott Russell. It's scott@myloansense.com. If you have any questions, I'll list his email. But I hope this answers the questions. I'm just going to open this article to see if there's anything else I want to add about this. But I just want to remind lenders that it's very much psychological and not just pure numbers, right? Please like and subscribe to the station. This channel. I'm very bad about asking for that. If you find this information useful, if you think other loan officers will find this information useful, please spread the word as well. But let me see. Yeah, this article talks about debt to income as well. Okay. Interesting. This article talks, if you own a home, you could say goodbye to PMI sooner. Huh, that's interesting. I don't understand that part. I don't understand how, oh, I know, because if you take that loan forgiveness or reduction in payment and you put it towards your mortgage, then it will help you get out of PMI sooner. Okay, I get that argument. So that's a big one. So I hope this information was helpful. We look forward to helping you. If you have any questions, we can help you market the value to student loan borrowers so you can be an advisor. And the more you're an advisor and you help people, they will refer you to their peers, family, and friends with student debt. And there's plenty of us. There's 43 million of us. And hopefully after this forgiveness, there'll be fewer of us. But for now, there's 43 million of us. And it's an opportunity to start a conversation and build a relationship with a large constituent of the primary purchase market. Let us know if you have questions.